This is the first of two videos on the Recode into different variable command in SPSS. When we write a research paper, we often want to present the data in a tabular format. That is, we use a table to present the distribution of values of a single variable, or we use a crosstabs to show the distributions of two variables simultaneously. In order to do this, we often have to take a broad or large range of numbers and collapse them into a smaller set of classes. These classes then become the rows in a frequency table, or the column or row in a crosstab. Before demonstrating how to recode data into different variables, let's illustrate why it is necessary to use the Recode command. This is a file of data on a sample of 1,500 respondents who voted in the presidential election of 2012. There are 1,500 respondents in this sample. I will quickly jump to the end of this file to show you that there are 1,500 respondents. As you can see, the last row now displayed is row 1,500. Now we're back at the beginning. The data in this file consist of the candidate for whom the respondent voted in the 2012 presidential election, the age of each respondent, the age category of each respondent, the number of years of education of each respondent, the educational degree of each respondent, the sex of each respondent, and the annual income of each respondent. What we're going to do here is create a frequency table for the income variable for these 1,500 respondents. We begin up on the command line where we click on the Analyze command. On the pull-down menu, we scroll down to Describe Statistics, and in the next level menu, we click on Frequencies. Notice that in the Frequencies window, by default, SPSS will display the frequency table for the variables that we indicate. This Frequencies window is laid out like most of the windows in SPSS. In the left panel, there are the variables in the file being analyzed. In the right panel is where we move the variables which we wish to analyze. In this case, we wish to analyze the variable income, so I'll click on income, I'll click on the right arrow, and the variable has now been moved into the right panel. Now we could do other things, and we in fact will do other things with this command in subsequent classes and lectures. However, right now all I want to do is display the frequency table for the variable income. I click OK, and here is the table. Now, examine this table. As you can see, every single income figure has its own row in the table. The table is impossibly long. There just is no way you would present this table in a research paper. What we must do is to take the 1,500 incomes and collapse them into a smaller number of classes. We can then create a frequency table for those classes. The result will be a table that will be much more manageable. It will fit on a single page, and it will include enough data, enough information about the distribution of incomes that we will not lose any information. Before concluding this video, let me show you what a table of collapsed values or classes would look like. What I'm going to do is go back to the data editor and take the age category variable and create a frequency table for it. Again, analyze, descriptive statistics, frequencies. I'm going to move income out of the right panel back to the left panel. I'm going to put age cat. Notice that the icon for the age cat is different from the icon for income. Income is a scale variable and is depicted by this ruler income. The age cat becomes an ordinal variable, and it's depicted by these three circles. I'm going to move it into the right panel. I'm not going to do anything other than display the frequency table for age category. I'm going to click OK, and here it is. Now, we have to clarify what we mean by category 1, class 1, class 2, class 3, class 4, but we can do that later. But you can see how this table could very easily be presented in a research paper, and this table simply is too complex. In our next video, we will demonstrate how to recode these 1,500 incomes into a smaller number of classes.